Hi all, looks like we're fucking live again. Just give me a moment while I make all of our Patreon subscribers aware of the new of the episode. Just be a minute. Sorry again. Thanks for your patience, everyone. Feel free to let me know how you're doing in the chat. I'll try and respond to as many messages as possible.
What's cracking?
Oh, was that a voice? Did I just hear someone who could be bothered to spend their time with me?
Ahoy.
Yeah, fucking ahoy to you too, bastard.
Well, it's kind of a realization of what radio would be without co-hosts.
No,
you.
it's if I had planning time, I'd be able to I'd do plenty well. But I didn't have any planning time, did I? We just kind of jumped on.
Yeah.
I assumed that I'd have some guests with me, who had some plans and some I could riff off of. But no, instead I was just left on my own.
Should have prepared better.
With my pants down.
Like a preparedness makes fools of us all, something like that.
Piss poor planning produces piss poor performance, is what they say in the army.
I'm sure there's a lot of sayings regarding that.
Just fine. Okay, I am well prepared. I've got plenty of topics to discuss then, fine, and I will do them by myself. Feel free to jump back in about 10 minutes or so if you'd like, because I'm just about to solo a topic for 10 minutes.
Really?
What is that supposed to mean, that I'm not capable of it, or that you don't
Well, you're not capable of it. I'm just saying, do you think people would find that the most interesting thing, just hearing you talk for 10 minutes?
Sorry, I weren't paying attention. What did you say?
I said white people need to be slaughtered.
He's just going to go on like a racist rant for about 10 minutes and think that's going to be get a lot of viewers. You're not going to get many super chats like that, Moni. If you want to roll in the super chat money, you've got to, up the game a bit.
Yeah, and with the Amazon affiliation, make sure you use the link Britfeel Radio. I think that, we need to tone down the edgy content.
Or should we turn it up? Just because,
Amazon's not paying us the big bucks for edgy content.
They don't even pay attention.
Friendly.
Do they actually pay attention to the stream? Does an Amazon employee paid to listen to this? To check if it...
well, let me tell you something. Preeti Patel, she said that she got called a packy in Parliament. Well, you know what what I would have liked to have said to her is called her a packy and then said, "Well done, now you're the first person to be called a packy in Parliament." That would have showed her, wouldn't it?
I think she'd be more bemused by the fact that a packy were calling her a packy.
Oh wait, I didn't hear this story. So like a Pakistani guy, which MP called her a packy?
No one did, but someone should have.
Oh right, okay.
Well, she said that she got called a packy as a kid. So
right, yeah, but surely every Pakistani kid gets called that at least once, I would have thought.
Well, you'd know actually, because you are.
Do you know and call
as
you
we say, Pakistani descent.
Have you
packy Pearly?
What's everyone's favorite district of Pakistan? So there's Kashmir, Punjab,
Balochistan. I like Balochistan. That's a good place.
In response to our chat, we will be updating you on all the PS5 news as it comes out. We will be getting this information slightly sooner than the official stream, so be aware of that.
What's the event actually? Is it the PS5 release or something? Or I don't know what is
all about it's the PS5 event. So technical specifications, release, a picture of how it looks.
Is there going to be like a bit of tech demo stuff and stuff like that?
No, I don't think there'll be a tech demo because there are no games for it.
Well, I know that's why I said take demo, not like a game. Just something to give me a feel of what I as the consumer can expect to buy.
Okay. So people were just like Cracky's to do an autism test. So we
I
will
would
just
very much
initiate.
like that.
I'll
That would
initiate
be
that
great
now.
radio.
Cracky, can you confirm what your favorite color is?
What my favorite color is? Red.
What's your favorite shape?
My favorite sheep.
Shape.
Shape.
Yeah.
I don't really have a favorite shape. Let's go for a triangle. You can do anything with a triangle.
Okay.
Solid.
And what's your favorite television show?
My favorite television show is probably Red Dwarf.
Is this NHS certified or?
It's created by the National Autism Council.
Yeah, I don't believe that for a second.
Well, it is. So, what's your favorite juice?
Juice.
Yes.
My favorite Jews would have to be Woody Allen, and then
Ashkenazi.
Moses, and then Jesus. Those are my favorite Jews.
Right. Okay. Well, would you like to answer properly this time?
My favorite juice. I don't drink juice. It's horrible. It's filled with like sugar and shit. You shouldn't eat juice. You shouldn't drink juice. You just eat fruit because then you get the fiber with the sugar.
Okay, just give me a second. My dad's in the room. I'm just going to deafen the thing. Just give me a second.
Okay.
What?
आप किस स्टे करने लेकिन फोन लोडी ने मरा पे रोको गया ऐस इस कंपनी ने भी चाहिए ना सुमा लेना कोई मैं तकरीबन 180 पाउंड स्पेंड कर 100 पाउंड गुड क्वालिटी
Why Samsung?
Samsung
Why Samsung?
ना दस लाइक ये इसने इसने ज्यादा लोड मेमोरी हुआ है इसने ज्यादा तक ना मैं टोक टोक ना वो बनाया ये जब फोटो पर रोको गया अंडरस्टैंड मैं अब मैं कितना ना इसना उसने अपना नेट ही कोई बात करना इसने ये मैं ऐप बनाई थी ये कैसी है आपने
TikTok.
ये मैं बनाया ना ये अपना लोड ही नहीं करना इसमें जिसमें मेमोरी ज्यादा हुआ है अंडरस्टैंड जरा सोच समझ के जवाब दीजिए समझ गए
Right.
ये आज तो नाइट में फोन ऑर्डर कर दे मैं तो कार्ड अपना दे देना
Yeah, leave your card there.
तू कार्ड या अपने कार्ड मंगाएगा मैं तो कैश
No, just leave your card there.
मैं कार्ड
Alright, fine. Or give me cash. Give me 200. However much money, and I'll buy you a phone for that much money.
Yeah, that's right जरा उसी मैं तो कैश दे और तू अपने कार्ड पर ऑर्डर
No, give me the money first.
मैं तो मनी दे और सब
Okay. Just leave the money here.
हां
Just leave the money here.
वो कार्ड का कितना ना लपसी
Give me the money, and I'll find a phone for that much money.
मैं तो कार्ड दे दूंगा मैं अपना कार्ड दे दूंगा
Right, fine. I'll buy something for £200 or something then.
100 pound तक हम बोल
Right, so you want a phone for £100? Give me £100 then.
जरा सुम लेना जरा मतलब है ए बेबी बाय
I can hear it as
ए
well.
बेबी बाय करते ना
Muted, muted now, like it's gonna react like retroactively delete the previous conversation.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't realize you could hear that.
Are we on radio now?
No, we're not.
Hello?
Now,
Yeah, but Paul is in. He's got himself muted, so they might be able to hear us.
oh, sorry. I didn't realize you guys could hear that.
We heard everything.
So, what phone are you going to get your dad? A Samsung.
Yeah, he wants a Samsung like the Samsung he got.
200 or 100? Did you say?
It was £100. He just said, "Give me the £100," and Poli's dad was speaking in Urdu. Like
Pakistani.
it's weird.
I
It's weird.
mean, I understood him pretty well. I mean, seems to speak reasonably all right English, maybe.
I'm sure he was speaking Urdu at different points, right?
Wait,
Bit of both,
fuck's
I think.
sake! You could. Oh, Shutton has just said you could hear my dad on radio.
Yeah, of course.
You
I
heard
could
everything. You
heard an
muted
entire
up.
conversation.
You left the chat and kept the mic open, so everyone heard the entire conversation.
It's
and
all
they
on
couldn't hear
radio.
us.
Oh,
Everyone heard everything.
okay.
It's all about the Samsung phone. It's like
There
Yeah,
wasn't any
I mean-
sensitive information in there, was there?
Don't
No.
think so. I came in like a couple of minutes in, but yeah, interesting stuff.
to be honest, I was kind of shocked by how rude you were to your own dad. Like, I would never. I'm white, and I would never speak to my dad like that. My dad would like flip shit if I was that rude to him. Like, I get.
No, aren't you surprised by how rude he was to me?
He seemed like the non-aggressive one. It seemed like it were you.
Yeah, you were like.
Yeah, because he wanted
aggressive.
something from me.
Yeah, he wanted something from you, but he weren't trying to go in aggressive manners or anything. You know,
Yeah, because he
seemed pretty
knows
polite,
that wouldn't
seemed.
work. But he still wouldn't take no for an answer.
Well, I feel like I don't know. He doesn't seem like a bad bloke.
Okay.
What is your dad? How does your dad feel about white women?
Why? You're such a disgusting little creep. You know that. That's why you're a virgin and an incel.
I'm not a
He's ever
virgin.
jacked off to white
I'm not
women.
a virgin,
He
mate.
jacks off to Asian women.
I'm just asking, Manny, what does your dad think of white women?
What a strange question by such a strange little man.
It's just, I'm not little. I could bait the shit out of you, Moni. I'm almost 6 foot tall and biceps for days. So
I find, and you also wear glasses, so
I don't wear glasses.
You admitted to wearing glasses previously.
I used to wear glasses. I don't wear it anymore.
So what you're saying is you need glasses, but you just walk.
No,
around
I
blind.
didn't. I don't walk around blind. I didn't really need them. At like 0.5, my eyes just got used to being like that, so I don't really bother. Only if I need to see things like really far away. Pointless.
So like how glasses.
Seems like your eyes are fucked to me.
Yeah, fuck everyone else. Anyway, Moni, what does your dad think of white women? I'm curious about the way Pakistani males view us.
You're a strange, lechy little freak.
It's not lechy. I just think that like your whole, like, you know, because of all the horrible things that have gone on in your town in Rochdale and Rotherham and Oxford and basically
what about
every
all
other
the horrible
place in the
things
UK.
that have gone on in places that white people have colonialized and
Colonized, you illiterate fuck. Colonized, not colonial. Colonized. Learn to fucking speak.
and all the crimes they committed there? How about that? How about all the murders and
What, civilizing those places because they're fucking full of fucking savages.
how about killing people because they don't follow the rules? Things like that.
Awesome. Based.
Yeah, absolutely revolting behavior from an inferior race. Okay, well, might as well look for a phone while we're here. So what phone are we going to get?
Did you say the budget's 100?
1 to 200.
For your dad, is brand more important than functionality?
No, it's functionality. He just thinks that the brand equals functionality because he currently
Just get an iPhone for fuck's
Yeah, I
sake.
remember when I got a
No,
Dell.
because
like,
that'll be
as my
too
first
different.
laptop.
He'll have to set up an account and stuff with
When I got a Dell for the first time, like as my
What the
first
fuck are you doing,
laptop,
Cracky
my
Packy? Are you
parents-
slapping your ass?
No, I'm slapping your mum's ass.
We can all hear what you're doing, and it's
And
irritating.
then you should know that I'm slapping your sister's ass right now. Literally.
Right. You seem quite hostile today. Is it?
Yeah, because you kept fucking insulting white people and not discussing the actual interesting questions.
Yeah, because white people are inherently evil. But back on
Survival of the
topic.
fittest.
Can we get him like a Chinese phone, like a cheap Chinese Android?
No, I think it's best if we just focus on a Samsung.
Why don't you buy him like a cheap Chinese Android for like £50 and pocket the profit?
Because I have a job unlike you freaks.
True
Yeah.
at the minute, but
I'll
the
go on
deal's
music
pretty
mic
chill at the
anyway.
minute because I don't have to sign on or anything. Don't have to job search. Just sit back, relax, get my money.
Oh, what the hell's Cracky Packy laughing at?
I'm just laughing at the shit they're talking about me in the thread. It's wild.
Okay, cool. So yeah.
I just want to say that the Shout Parody account definitely isn't me. I've been banned, and yeah, just assume it could be me, but it isn't me for bannable reasons.
Well, okay. So just regarding topics of conversation, just regarding rent. So I did put down 2 applications to rent places yesterday, but unfortunately, one of them was racist, and they said that the place has already gone to referencing, but they're not going to remove the listing because they can't yet. So they're clearly lying. They just don't want to rent to me.
Seems like a solid business decision by them.
Well, I have money, so
Yeah, but you kind of. I feel like you'd fuck the place up. You're like, I feel like you get like spill a piss spot on the carpet, or I don't know, grease fire when you try cooking again.
okay. Just looking at phones, it looks like S8 is too expensive.
It'd definitely be too expensive. What's an S8 like? I'm gonna guess 300.
300, just was
50?
under 300 on Music Magpie, refurbished and pristine.
Oh, second hand. Very Pakistani of you.
I'm sure most people who use Music Magpie are white. I should just put in a price, shouldn't I? I'll narrow it down.
This conversation is really fucking boring. Like, I don't really care about your fucking phone.
Okay,
Like,
well
no.
then, beep. Oh, the autism test results are back from earlier. Looks like you're autistic. So, what are you going to do with that new knowledge?
I'm not autistic, you faggot.
Oh, you can actually get an S8 in good condition for 190.
Isn't there like a couple of those like autism picture tests or whatever? We should definitely. Can someone in thread source some autism
Let's
tests
not
for
talk
Cracky,
about Cracky's
please?
autism anymore. It's boring.
No, we need to get this nailed down and cured.
I'll just
What?
take some shrooms and it'll be fine.
Probably, but until then, we need to just make sure.
I'd say 100% certainty he definitely is of autistic stock.
Autistic stock. It's like you're talking like
Where does the autism come from in your family?
It doesn't come from anywhere because it doesn't exist because I'm not autistic. I'm like 100% neurotypical, and I'm like, you know, I'm a massive.
I don't know, not a lot of normies that call themselves neurotypical, to be honest. Feels like a bit of a non-neurotypical term.
Do you think that do you think I lack charisma? Is that it? Do I lack a lot of charisma or presence?
No, I don't think you like charisma.
Oh, he has
Do I
an
lack social
autistic
skills?
charisma.
No, I just think you're autistic. I don't know. It's just a feeling.
It's just a feeling. Like, do you think I would struggle to like lead a team of men into battle?
Yes, I do.
Why?
I feel like you'd be able to give a good, rousing war speech, but ultimately, no. I feel like over a long campaign, you'd definitely have like a mutiny or something of desertion.
Because I just wind people up by giving them like random facts on the battlefield about bullshit that I've read on Wikipedia at like 2 a.m. in the morning.
Well, maybe that, but I don't know. It's just a general feeling.
Just a general feeling of like that I'm not. But like, when you think of an autistic person, do you think like if you were hiring me for a job and you think, oh, this guy's a little bit unusual, maybe autistic, which I'm not, but someone might think that. Would that affect their likelihood of hiring me for the job?
If I could get some sort of government rebate fee, I'd definitely hire you for the job.
Yeah.
See about it.
Hiring a special needs person.
Okay. Right. So just on the topic of careers, shout, Packy. Have you thought about getting a job? What jobs do you think you'd even be able to get with your qualifications or lack thereof?
I don't know. I'd hope if the Bitcoin thing doesn't pan out and my account stays banned, that I could maybe find something like supervisor role or something like that, like above basic work. I've got like a couple of years in as a manager now, so hopefully I could find something in lower management, supervising or something.
Oh, would you be interested at all in working at my place? I'm just going to check how far away Sheffield is from Manchester.
About an hour and a half, something like that. Drove like about that.
Just check the train. You can get train times. It takes about an hour. So if depends how close are you to the train station?
About half hour away, 20 minutes.
Okay. All right. Well, this does tie into something I was my issue earlier that I didn't bring up. But so my enemies at work are trying to get their friends hired on the night team because people are
Those
leaving.
absolute bastards! How dare they want to work with their friends? That is such a fucking snide,
Well,
despicable.
the
move.
joke's going to be on them because their shifts are overstaffed, so their friends are going to be stuck with me, and I'm going to be awful to them, and they
and
likely
galvanize
not see.
everybody against you.
I'm surprised you really still
you know
have
what?
this
You
job.
were right.
It's absolutely extraordinary that you still have this job.
In specifically the first shift after they're hired, they'll go to the mate. You know what? I had that shift with that polar boo kid, and what a fucking piece of shit! You were 100% right.
Well, I am actually outright going to tell them to their
joining the bully.
faces. Well, I can't talk to you on a personal level because you will just tell your friend everything we say. So we're just
What
going
a
to sit here in
mental
silence.
thing to say to someone.
Oh, that's normal.
That's the least normal thing I've ever heard.
Anyway, look, you've got manager experience. Maybe if we can get you in, we might be able to get you as in a manager spot.
Yeah, first thing I'd do is sack you. Ultimate fucking disruptor.
Dude, come on. Can you send me your CV and I can send it on to them, please?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Please?
I don't think me working at the company you work at would benefit you in any way.
Well, it would screw other people over, and that's a bit more what I'm interested in.
I'd probably get on with everyone else. They all seem like top lads. Everything's pretty alright.
Okay, well, I would really, really need you to do this, so if you could send over your CV, that would be much appreciated.
Well, I'm signed on at the minute, and I don't want to let the job centre down. I've just signed on with them, and probably want to probably expect me to be signed on for a while.
You could put it in your little job search book.
I feel like I'll be causing them a lot of disruption and hassle. I'll just leave it.
Yeah, I'm banned for 30 days now, so if someone wants to go on Brit and just post a link to the stream, that'd be much appreciated. They've started a new thread.
Did you say?
Just post a. Can someone post a link? Yeah, there we go. We're at 9 viewers now, so someone can just promote the stream in Brit. That'd be appreciated. Okay. And anyway, we're back up to 11. Anyway, as I was saying, so if there's anyone out here in the Manchester region, again, that's the areas around Manchester as well, who would be interested in a job, possibly working with me, please send me a CV. You've got my details up on the radio stream, Discord, Moni, #7935. Send me a message and we can make this work. It would be best if you message me ASAP. So again, if anyone's interested, so that's an actual job.
On the subject of careers, we thought we could discuss our career ambitions ultimately, like what we want to do, where do we see ourselves in like 10 years and all that.
Professional white person hunter. So once the Pakistani caliphate takes over, white people will be hunted.
When the Pakistani caliphate takes over, you'll be first up against the wall as well. You are a transsexual. You are going to get hanged.
Transgender, there's a difference, but I would first priority would be hunting down the whites, and I would redeem myself in their eyes by being such a prolific hunter of whites.
What is the difference that you're less committed than they are?
No, the majority of trans people don't get SRS, so majority of trans people are transgender rather than transsexual.
So they're lazy?
No, it's just the surgeries are not very good, so it's best just to keep what you have.
Yeah, it's absolutely disgusting.
Well, I think that's a bit extreme.
So, my career ambitions are Royal Navy or RAF officer. Engineering officer. I can't get this because medical condition will probably fuck me.
Yeah, your
on my medical
autism.
record. Fuck off. Either that
You said it.
or private tutor for physics and maths abroad. Really, really good jobs
Oh,
teaching.
fucking hell. That's racist
yeah.
because only white people can do that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so suck my dick. Work in local government, education advisor for teaching physics. Yeah, training officer. Either that, maybe a journalist, a science journalist, work for New Scientist, a science museum curator, education person, basically running something like TechniQuest.
Do you want to do
Or-
anything that's not autistic?
I could go and get a free degree in Russia. There's actually this program where you can go to Russia, and they'll let you study Russian for 1 year with free board and free food, and then you can do a degree in Russian if you've passed your Russian exam after 1 year of teaching. And yeah, that's it. So that's a possibility I have in the back of my mind. There's like a crazy quarter life crisis thing. It's run by the Russian government. They just want to basically just spread Russian propaganda and more Russian speakers basically.
So let's say that it's Pakistani.
Sorry,
So you say it's Pakistani then,
how is it Pakistani?
because it just feels that way. So
What's Pakistani about going to get a degree for free in Russia?
just the vibe it gives off.
It's retarded money. You think everything's Pakistani. Your entire understanding of the world comes from your experience of Pakistanis in the north of England. It's just,
well, yours will soon enough.
no, it won't. You fucking bomb.
Unless you fuck off to Russia and get Pakistani culture there, you're gonna stay here and get Pakistani culture here. So
There are a lot of Muslims in Russia, that is true, but they're not Pakistani. You just see anything vaguely South Asian or Middle Eastern as Pakistani, don't you? Isn't it a bit disrespectful to all the different cultures that exist?
it's a word of unity.
And it's not only you use that word like that.
No, I don't think so. It's like
No.
when my dad sees someone brown on TV, he might sometimes ask if they're Pakistani.
He must, if they're Pakistani, he doesn't assume that they are Pakistani.
Well, sometimes if he doesn't,
He knows they might be Indian. Most of the people in your country don't like India. They don't consider them Pakistani. There's a huge dispute between India and Pakistan at the moment. It's nonsensical to suggest they're the same culture.
Just someone, I think about someone querying that job that was offered. Central, just advising on central location, easy to access with transport.
You get your dad on as a guest. I reckon he spices things up a lot.
It would really spark things up a lot.
Well, do either of you just speak Pakistani? No, so that's fine.
No, but you don't apparently, so we'll be fine.
Well, I know one thing in inverted commas in Pakistani, Moni. Adhuhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim.
Can you stop that?
Malik
Can you stop
Yawmiddin.
It's really fucked up that you know the whole thing and you're pronouncing it correctly. You clearly have something going on. You literally
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم
don't
ولا
just accidentally learn that.
الضالين.
I intentionally tried to learn that and couldn't. So I think
It took me literally a couple of days, Moni. Well, no, less than a couple of days. Literally just a day to learn it.
yeah, because young children are much more susceptible to learning things. So when you were in the mosque as a child,
I wasn't in Moscow child. I literally learned it a few weeks ago.
That's even weirder.
I learned loads of things. I can recite soliloquies, Hamlet's soliloquy from Shakespeare. I just learned it when I was 25.
How do you not think you're autistic?
Because that's not an autistic thing. That's just a good memory thing.
What not? Yeah, it doesn't really seem like it. Yeah, but I don't think a norm is going to put the effort into learning fucking
Yeah, well, I didn't put the
Shakespeare.
effort into learning anything useful, so I might as well put some effort into learning things that aren't useful.
You're not putting it into like what I normally put it into, like fixing, changing car tires or
Yeah, I know.
something.
I wish I
fixing
knew how to do that. I wish I knew how to code. I wish I knew how to actually like fluently speak another language. I wish I knew how to play an instrument. I wish I knew all things that were actually
You've got this
useful.
time to learn Muslim songs and prayers and shit. You've got time to learn other things.
I only really did that to trigger Moni. But...
I mean, that is not time well spent.
It's not time well spent, but it doesn't take that long. It's literally. But the thing is, you when you know that, I guess also have like a fantasy. Like, what if I'm kidnapped by Islamic terrorists, and I need
Seems
to like
a nightmare. More than
and I need to convince them that I'm Muslim. I can just recite that, and they'll think I'm Muslim. Like, I was reading this thing about Somali terrorists recently, where they said that these Somali terrorists just kidnapped these group of Kenyans, and they would only allow people who knew the name of the Prophet Muhammad's mother to live. They would just ask them to recite a prayer and name the Prophet Muhammad's mother. I thought, if I can do that, then I can survive.
Were it money or anything? What's the name?
Moni?
Just reading someone's analysis of what mental disorders I could have.
The name of the Prophet Muhammad's mother is
Narcissism, for
Amina.
one, I'd imagine.
Yeah, high functioning autism. That's pretty good.
Well, if you're low functioning, I think you'd be slobbering in a corner.
Narcissistic personality disorder.
So that's pretty likely.
Causes people to behave in extreme ways without even realizing what they're doing. Extreme grandiosity that seems completely ridiculous to other people, poor impulse control, and ultimately very poor self-worth. Okay, so what was the question directed at me?
Why couldn't you learn Surah Al-Fatiha?
What a better question. Have you ever seen a mental health specialist?
I've seen a counsellor.
For how long?
6 sessions.
Was that after the...
They wanted to recommend me.
stuff?
Yeah, they wanted to recommend me to some actual therapy, but I turned it down.
Why? Why did you turn it down?
I didn't feel the counselling was very helpful, so I had low hopes for the actual therapy.
Or maybe it's because you weren't putting in the effort.
What did the counselling cover?
Just whatever I wanted to. Like, I was the one that drive the conversation.
Did you touch up? What did you talk about? Or
well, I find that very difficult to discuss. Thank you very much.
We can be your psychiatrists. We can fix you.
Do you think I need a fucking psychiatrist or a psychologist or whatever the fuck they're called?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think you were fixed, so...
self-esteem issues, for one, I think, would be the main thing I'd probably see one for. I don't think getting diagnosed with autism would in any way benefit you, so I'd probably avoid mentioning that. Especially if you want to like join the army or anything. I don't think a TISM diagnosis is...
it's a death knell. You won't be able to get in. You won't be able to...
If any doctor ever mentions, it's like, I'm easy geese, don't worry about it, I'm fine. Yeah, I'd definitely say you do seem to have a lot of self-doubt. Could probably do with being helped.
It's probably also, my self-doubt is also probably a self-defense mechanism in the, against sort of like, defending against accusations of narcissism and self-obsession and self-aggrandizement. As I think subconsciously I feel like if I just talk shit about myself, then people will be more sympathetic and nice to me, which is a really pathetic characteristic to have.
Sounds like narcissistic personality disorder to me. Right, coupled with your autism, that's quite a bad synergy.
No,
in all seriousness, that's what it sounds like to me.
I don't know, like, they are both forms of self-obsession, like self-love and self-hate, and it's better to just focus on the world around you and helping other people, but it's quite difficult because I don't relate to people very well.
Thinking this guy that wants to talk to me might be messing me about. He's asking about the job first, now he's asking what kind of guys I'm into.
I'd probably avoid holding job interviews while you're on radio.
But this is like the best way to attract people, though.
Yeah, the 30 guys messaging you. Do you really need more?
Yeah, but I haven't been getting back to them. It's probably been a week without response for some of them.
Yeah, but you're the you're the prey in that situation. You flash him a little bit of tail, as the saying goes, as the euphemism would be. You'd probably have him messaging you again, still horny and desperate.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, I'm thinking in my situation, if I'm messaging a girl and she were like talking to me and then like nothing for a week and then picked it back up, I'd be like, okay, annoying, but sure, whatever. But then again, I've got no self-respect.
Oh god, now he's sent a
Could be
picture
that.
of himself and asking if I've got a kick.
Post it in thread.
Well, banned, aren't I? So I can't.
Moni, have you ever kissed a girl
Girls kissed me.
on the lips?
On
What
cheek.
was the situation?
Just in school, minding my own business.
Secondary, primary.
Secondary. Oh, in primary school, I kissed some guys.
Bit gay.
Yeah.
Bit more than just a bit.
Yeah, teacher told us to stop doing it.
Base teacher. Looking out for everyone's soul.
Yeah, I guess in hindsight, she might have been some kind of homophobe.
It was a different time. This would have been like the early 2000s, or like,
I think it was
Pretty
the
sure
late
they
90s.
probably stopped like a boy and a girl kissing, your children. Their job's to mind you.
So one of the super chats had just come in, first of the night. Now that Nigel Farage has lost his job at the LBC show, do you think I could step in?
Yeah, Moni, I think you'd be a great replacement. They'd love a Paki tranny to replace Nigel Farage.
3 minutes on radio before you fucking called it quits, and I almost had a fucking meltdown.
I could have gone longer if I'd wanted to, but I was frustrated at people's lack of commitment.
Ums and ahs. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I don't think I could run I don't think I could do a show solo. But, I don't think you'd be taking Nigel Farage's spot anytime
Also,
soon.
once again, I noticed people posted a link to the radio in Britfeel, but not in Brit. So if you post...
in Brit.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I don't believe you did. So, and a link in Britpol would also be appreciated. Thank you very much.
Yes, Mom.
Okay.
Else want me to fucking do for you.
So one of my other career ambitions is to possibly write a novel, a best-selling science fiction.
That is such a fuck. That
same.
You may as well say you want to be an astronaut.
Yeah. Or
I do think Polarbo could write a novel because he's got like a. They've got a very unique perspective.
So anyway, this is in this sort of philosophical novel. I've got some ideas. Basically, it's a Byzantine civilization ruled by an emperor and a religious patriarch. This one is like a story about an anarcho-primitivist civilization versus a highly technological civilization. So like
these are your like dream fucking scenarios. I want to be a fucking boxer or something, or like fucking.
I wanted to be a boxer, but I was too much of a pussy. So there we are. Yeah. I don't know.
You got to pivot into something less
gay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I trained a bit of MMA, a bit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Be a cut man, a corner man. Get your medical degree. Fucking ice up people's cuts. Put coagulant in them. Fucking.
I don't know. I've got a decent job, and like my plan is just to get out of the fucking UK. I just want to go to like somewhere like Thailand.
Run away from your problems.
It's not running away from my problems. I'm running away from like Syrian boredom and like, pain.
What is that? Syrian boredom?
Searing boredom.
Yeah, Syria boredom? That's all I'm hearing.
Like boredom's a problem.
But there's like good work in Thailand and all that. like Thai babes and all that. So where have you been in the world? Are you well travelled?
I've been to
I'm not
Paris
well travelled at all.
and Lancaster and
You've been to
Blackpool.
Lancaster? Fucking hell, jeez.
Oh wow! Have you ever been? Have you
The
ever been outside?
Riviera of the North.
Have you ever been
Midlands.
outside? You ever been outside Europe?
No.
Yeah, you have, Moni. You've been to
I've
Pakistan.
been to the Ukraine. I've been to Paris and Spain. Not
So it's
very
all
many.
in
Typical
Europe.
whites.
I've been to.
Working
Turkey.
class parents, so I didn't really get many holidays abroad as a nipper. Maybe
I've been to-
Skegness. It's a fucking caravan.
Yeah,
Good
I've been to
times.
Europe. I've been to the United States a few times. Been to Russia. Went over to Russia on my own. See a friend there. It was very good. Fell in love with the country a bit. And I've been to Turkey. But yeah.
Well, so quite a few Pakistani countries in that lot.
Oh, I'm sick of you calling everywhere Pakistan, Moni. It's just fucking racist.
No, it's not.
It's
Turkey
really-
is. Most people would agree that Turkey is a Pakistani country.
It's no one would apart from you. Nobody would think that.
Well, we've got a third person on, so shout.
I don't really care if you know why. I'm not really that bothered.
So that's a yes. Okay then.
I'd probably agree closer to Polar Boo's standpoint, to be fair.
There we go. A completely
Brown
normal.
Poochapaka.
There you go. Told you. And Pretty Patel even referred to herself as a Paki, even though she's like Gujarati.
Queen Paka.
Yeah, from Uganda.
She's the real queen of the Pakis.
I
Not
don't
you,
know.
Coley.
No,
So
she's
this
fat.
person in the thread has said I've got borderline personality disorder. It's an illness marked by an ongoing pattern of varying moods, self-image, and behavior. The symptoms often result in impulsive actions and problems in relationships. People with borderline personality disorder may experience intense episodes of anger, depression, anxiety that can last from a few hours to days. Does that sound like me?
I think
I
you're
don't know.
just a Pakistani. I think you're just a regular Pakistani. That's my
I'm not.
opinion.
I'm about as autistic as I am Pakistani. I don't think I have borderline personality disorder. I think I'm just a bit of a cunt.
Yeah, that would be Pakistani. I think being Pakistani is quite likely. Yeah. So, so what's everyone's what's your favorite white show and what's your favorite Pakistani show?
For fuck's sake.
Here's a question. What's everyone's thoughts on Netflix removing like the Mighty Boosh and stuff like that due to blackface?
I think it's just like
Anything on that?
depressing. Like it's just people like. But what are the actual consequences of keeping Little Britain and My Boosh on Netflix? Like nothing.
Well, it could encourage rioters and people unsubscribing.
No one would unsubscribe because of it. Literally nobody. I
I
don't
mean, they
believe.
could have just added a little like banner that pops up at the start of an episode that has something deemed racially inappropriate, saying
Yeah.
this warning. This may feature blah blah blah. May feature racial overtones
Well, if you're aware of that, why not remove it? If you know that it's bad.
because it exists.
Okay,
you can't
but
just pretend it never existed.
The other thing to factor in is that Netflix are giving money to the companies whose shows they're airing, so they're
They've already
supporting
bought the rights,
racism.
though, aren't they? They'll have already paid for the rights.
Yeah,
There'll be a
but
licensing deal, so they'll still be paying the money or have already paid it.
like this way they're expressing that we don't support it and we'll be getting rid of it as soon as possible.
Well, I kind of feel that that's overkill.
Well, I feel like it needs to be taken on a show by show basis. Like, Come Fly With Me did like a very respectful form of blackface.
Is
Whereas
there such a thing as respectful blackface?
yeah, because they did like facial prosthetics. They were just
Okay.
playing black characters. They weren't just painting their faces black as a joke.
Yeah, but you maybe said that the low effort of the blackface would make it less worse, maybe?
No, the low effort of the blackface is what makes it racist. So something like the League of Gentlemen, I think that one's probably racist.
Yeah, but I'd say that's probably not that racist. 'Cause it's not really emulating a black guy. It's like just some sort of weird kooky character.
Yeah, I
really
know.
say
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think that's pretty weird as well. So yeah, that one's okay as well then. I think Little Britain, that one might be racist then.
I mean, Little Britain's probably the one I'd consider the worst offender of recent years, definitely. Like,
What do you think of the
4 or 5 blackface characters or chinkface characters?
Regarding Little Britain, sorry, Come Fly With Me, they also do a Pakistani character, and I'm not
They
offended
do,
by
yeah.
that.
Didn't they
So
have the
yeah, that's why
Thai
it's
Bride
okay.
character or whatever or something, Ting Tong or whatever?
Oh
Yeah.
Cool.
Great name. I never
It's
Yeah.
kind of wild because, like,
even as a kid, I was like, this shit's pretty low, bro.
But everyone
Yeah.
watched it. It was a national institution and probably peak British
didn't-
culture.
I never really watched it that much. I put it on a couple of times to try and like talk about it at school or whatever, but I never really liked it that much.
yeah, it was like I remember in primary school, like everyone used to like act out the scenes from Little Britain and all that. It was
Say all the fucking catchphrases and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, but that was really common. And yeah, it was just like it was a very much a hugely popular show at the time. It was kind of like it would just never be made today. Especially like the trans thing, because the trans characters
Peep
are.
Show's got blackface in it. There's like
They're not trans.
then you've
that
got
just
like
shows
Father Ted. That's got like that's got China face.
Yeah, but that's like taking the piss out of racists. It's not taking the piss out
It
of.
doesn't
like,
really
black-
matter what the context is.
Yes,
anymore.
it does.
It's
Context is 100 matters 100%.
not according to fucking all these fucking like people that are calling for everything all the time. I mean, I don't really class like League of Gentlemen as a racist show, but you know, it's down because it had blackface in it, regardless of the context or circumstance.
Well, sometimes they talk about like local people, and that might be quote.
Yeah, I was taking the
racist.
piss out of that sort of person that sits around and well, local people in the local village. You know, it's like it's creepy and weird. Taking the piss out of it.
Well,
Moni, did you ever see that TV show Murdered by My Father about the Pakistani family where the father murders the girl for going out with a boy that she wasn't betrothed to?
no, probably seen it though, and assumed it was racist.
It's really good actually.
Real
It was
life
actually
racist.
it was made by Pakistanis. It was really good. It was you know, I wonder if you would feel some like sympathy for the main female character.
I would say no, because she should have known better.
Why weren't your mum forced into a marriage?
Yeah, and she.
Has your family experienced any loss of honor or shame in the community due to your transition?
No, they probably experienced the loss of honor due to my grandfather's death, so there's no patriarch of the family left. And then
You'd have the patriarch.
No, but he's a separate family. So like my mum's family is kind of like finished. And
Really? So explain that a bit more in more detail. So like your grandfather on your mum's side died. So like what does that mean? Like in terms of Pakistani culture?
like there was like no head of that family, so the family doesn't really exist as far as people are concerned. Like it's lost all its links to other families.
That's weird.
And respect. And,
So like
yeah.
Well, were they only female? Did he only have daughters then, or something?
Well, when he died, my uncles were under 18, so they weren't really in a position
Married.
to take up the family name.
Well, they're older than 18. They'll be older than 18, though. Can't they step into when they're older?
Well, it's too late. The family's already gone.
because like because like the thing is in Pakistani culture, right? You need to have a good family name, a good family reputation to get married. Isn't that right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So like you know, haven't they like had arranged marriages for any of your sisters yet? They've got to protect the family name.
No, no, because my dad's from a separate family, so he's doing it
He's
his
got
way.
daughters though. He can.
So he doesn't care that my mother's family doesn't have a name anymore.
He doesn't care that his daughters aren't getting married and stuff.
Yeah, he probably does care about that. Like he just pester me to get married quite often. Probably a top concern for him.
Does he pester your sisters? Or
Oh wait, so,
No, because they'll say, "Oh well, I'm as the oldest."
so your dad wants you to get married. Does he want you to get married to a man or a woman?
What do you think?
I think he wants to find a nice, strong, devout Muslim male to make you a nice Muslimah in niqab.
I think we need to get rid of white people, to be honest.
Have you got an older brother?
A younger brother.
I thought your brother were older than you. Well, is he?
So wait,
Is he not getting a marriage set up?
He's got a girlfriend.
ooh, haram.
Is she Muslim or white or?
I believe she looks brown to me, but she's like a vegetarian or something, so she's like not
A lot of
traditional.
Muslims vegetarian. Or is that just Indians or Pakistanis or something?
None of them.
There's a lot.
Okay.
No,
It's whites and vegetarians.
Yeah, the Pakistanis and Muslims, mate, they do eat meat. It's just got to be halal meat in it.
Well, I know there's halal, but isn't there a lot of like?
Yeah, Indians are
India or
Hindu. They generally don't eat meat. Yeah,
So white power, huh?
yeah, white pride worldwide.
In reference to white power, I just meant that it was falling, and
Will rise again. Anyway, so Moni, I'm fascinated more by the Pakistani culture. So, like,
oh
you're
my god, it's a strange thing to be fascinated by.
So, like, how does your dad feel about your transition? Does he really understand it?
How about we discuss something else, such as
Pakistani. I want something else Pakistani. Like,
Okay.
did you have to learn Urdu script? Like, can you write it?
racism? Again, these are very difficult topics, and I might get a psychiatrist and discuss them with them. Now is not the place, time or place. It's quite difficult.
Well, it might be the time and place.
The PS5 event is starting in 2 minutes.
What if I told you that I had a degree in
Yeah,
psychiatry, Moni, and I could help you?
Got the tab open. I say you were lying because you can't even analyze yourself.
You
I
can
reckon
analyze.
I'd be a great psychiatrist.
Do you have like inside your home? Do you have like Pakistani stuff, like pictures or like things from the Quran around the house? So just look like a normal home.
Let's just change the topic to something more upbeat.
Is your house got gold painted furniture and shit like that around?
No, I don't think anyone has.
Do you
stuff
keep
like
plastic
that.
on the remote control?
No. So
Do you wear your shoes in your house or not?
no. So there's been a rise in white death rates. I don't know. It's just the PS5 stream event's starting in a bit, as Shout Packy just said.
If you've got a link.
No, I've got it open. It's okay.
If you've got a link from me.
Did I?
Give me one.
Oh, you want the link?
Yeah.
Hashtag okay. 1 million people tuned in and watching right now.
So this pure PS5 thing, I gotta say, I think I've only played on a PlayStation once when I was like in primary school. I don't really play video games anymore because I'm not a fucking child. But there we are.
Okay, guys.
You're autistic.
Guys, I think we need to end the stream. It's got very low ratings today. So it seems
Why do you think it's got very low ratings? Is it because I'm a bit of a cunt today and I'm more cocky?
No, I think it's just general lack of interest. Just because it's a bit last minute. We usually only do the show once every 8 days, so we've got a lot of topics saved up. And yeah, I think a lot of other people are kind of into other things. I'm not able to promote the show much because I'm banned.
But wait, where are you banned? Are you banned from 4chan?
Yeah, 30 days.
Why? What did you post?
It was ban evasion. They've just got a grudge against me.
Ban evasion. What was your original ban for?
Nothing. It's just they just got a grudge against
No,
me.
seriously, what was actually about? What did they ban you for?
Just posting a link to the radio on a reference to Patreon.
So it was advertising.
No, I got banned for ban evasion.
Then what? Right, okay, you got banned for ban evasion, but what was your original ban for?
I didn't have an original ban. They just banned me for ban evasion because that way they
Doesn't
can give
make
me
any
a
fucking
30-day ban.
sense.
Yeah, they wanted to give me a 30-day ban, and ban evasion bans are 30 days.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you must have had an original ban. You can't get banned.
Yes, they can, because it's not like they're the fucking. I just say the police, but the police don't have any rules either, do they? They can do what? It's just
They just
select the amount of time they want to ban you, and then
wild out there.
I think it's because you were saying
cracking heads
pedo
and
shit.
not taking names.
I think it's because you were saying pedo shit.
Oh, what do you think my unique gimmick? Sniff, sniff, autist. Sniff, sniff, chav.
Is that yours?
Yeah.
I ain't seen it.
I was doing it last night.
I mean, I tried a gimmick. I tried the Amazon fucking now thing. I got banned for a week, so fuck gimmicks.
Alright, well.
Probably fuck this stream too. 7 people.
Yeah, we'll call it a night. And yeah, I'll see you in like Tuesday night, I think. Tuesday night, that'd be when we'd normally do it.
Just make sure it's properly advertised next week. Look,
yeah, properly advertised and lots of topics selected. Okay, hopefully some stuff will happen in the news. And nice chatting to you guys. Peace out, lots of love. Money for life.
Cracky is not autistic.
Okay, yeah, and that, I guess.
So I think that was a good stream. I'd rate that a 4 out of 5.